Anyway, now that we've got that mech bay heresy out of the way, I think it's about time. I think we've probably spent the last 30 or 45 minutes in the mech bay, so what do you say we get back out on the field and blow some shit up, huh? You think that'd be a good idea? Because we got another assassination mission, and another assassination mission, and a defend base mission. So I think we'll do the assassinations first, because we've we've run the chances of finding more interesting salvage in the assassination missions. Digital Arc, how are you doing today? And so far, the green turkey hunting is not actually going that well, because we're not in green turkey space today. We've actually decided to go start beating up on Clan Wolf for a change. And the salvage has certainly been better now that we've made the move. We just got done putting the finishing touches on a quad plasma rifle Rifleman 2C design, which we're now going to take out for a test drive. And we're going to do it on a 1.5 skull assassination mission. I don't much care for working for Comstar, but I also don't much care for working for Blakeists either. So, either way, Pope. As long as the money's green, I guess we'll do it. So, the question is gonna be... There we go, I was starting to get worried there for a second. The question is gonna be, who do we take out of the current lineup in order to put in the Rifleman? That is the question. Let's see. I tell you what, because we're trying to give more rookies a chance, I think we put Sierra on the bench, we put the Dervish on the bench. We're gonna bring out the Rifleman, we're gonna bring out the Bug Zapper. And even though we're trying to give the rookies a chance, we have to observe seniority. And since our traditional Jaeger pilot has been Gravel Lion, I think since we've upgraded, we're gonna put Gravel Lion into the Bug Zapper. Oh, you're willing to sit this one out, Bolo? Okay, alright, I see you. Everybody deserves a break if they want one. Alright. Well, that's not a terrible lance comp, so let's remember to do the thing and put the battle armor where it goes. And then we'll hit the... We will hit the button and we will see what happens. Hopefully, we're gonna find some great mech salvage on this mission as well. And so far, we've had some pretty good luck today, and I'm hoping that luck streak continues. I'm just wondering, the way things have been going, if we can get a difficult enough mission, you think we might actually see our first assault mech today? It's unlikely. But I think it would be great if we could finally see our first assault mech. And a clan assault mech at that. That would be a hell of a thing. But we will have to see. Assuming that the game doesn't crash and burn, because this is actually taking a little longer than it should. Titan attack. Really? Did I miss that, or was it... Like, was that on the missions list? Because I don't pay attention to the names of the missions, if I'm being honest. Okay, I mean, if it's a thing, then I'll definitely look at it. No shit, okay. Well, I mean, we were gonna do it anyway, unless we just get completely wasted in one of these other missions, but as long as we've still got enough mechs and enough pilots, I was planning on doing all the missions on that list anyway. So we will definitely get to it. No, I know that the missions, that the names of the missions will normally tell you a little bit about what to expect. But I just don't pay attention to it. Mostly because, again, I'm kind of dumb, if you guys hadn't noticed. So, you know. I pay attention to how much salvage and what type of mission it is. That's about it. I do also occasionally pay attention to who we're shooting at, but I don't even do that all the time.
Command interface initiated.
I mean, I would say an 80-ton mech can absolutely be scary depending on how you build it. What the hell is that? Chat, are you seeing it? Like, I don't know if you guys can see this. This looks like a tuna can on 2 legs. Please don't let this be another one where they send us across 50 fucking kilometers of ground to try to get to the target. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what they're gonna do. Okay, alright. Alright. I like that it says eliminate the wolf spy, as if spying is a thing that clanners do. And Jonah, welcome to the stream on a Thursday. Hopefully you're doing well. Glad to see you. Glad you could make the stream. Is this the mission? Or is this the map that we just did? It looks very similar. No, maybe not. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. I just feel like I've seen this little stretch of rough terrain on the last map.
Confirmed.
Roger.
Move order confirmed.
Confirmed. Coordinates received. 10-4.
Yeah, the game's gonna chug a little bit because I'm just like moving everything as fast as possible.
If you say so.
Alright, we've already made contact with the enemy, so let's see what we're up against. It's just the target. Okay.
Wow. Copy. Keeping my heat low.
There was an Irby pilot. Super Irby? I mean, I think the coil Irby sounds like a super Irby. I've never actually, like, seen what one can do. We ran into one in one mission, but it didn't actually get a chance to shoot before we killed it.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
Alright, we just need to get a visual on this target. I'm not gonna shoot artillery at him yet because I don't want him to start running away before we can even get to him.
Alright, let's move.
Oh, buddy, you are gonna rue the day you met these plasma rifles. BattleTech, are you okay?
Aye, aye. Copy that.
Still no visual. Again, that the AI seems to have a gift for somehow finding the one little spot on the map where I cannot see or shoot them.
Yes, Commander. Affirmative.
So, Chad, I'm not gonna lie. I thought about... Obviously not in this campaign, because it's been going on for a while. But I thought about an idea for a campaign in the future. Is to potentially do the Irby Derby start.
Standing by.
But to kind of cheat in some extra equipment and just like a bunch of clan stuff. And see just how far we can take like a regular R60 urban mech with clan tech. And see if we can actually build a viable mercenary company out of nothing but urban mechs. Like, if we have clan weapons and clan, like, engines, and if we had all the clan tech that we could ever want, could we potentially make a viable fighting force out of just regular stock Urbies?
Got something you want done?
That is essentially the thesis. Like, and what I mean is, I would not use any other mechs besides urban mechs. Like, no matter what other mechs we salvaged, I would not use them. It would just be Urbies. All day, every day. Now keep in mind, I'm also talking about just the R60, not all of the other goofy, like, artillery variants and the ones for all that others. Like, I'm just talking about the regular stock Urbie.
I can't take much more. I just realized.
Wait, is that a sentinel? No, it's a glass spider, and it really is a tuna can with some cannons and legs. I mean, that's some pretty hefty firepower. The mech looks goofy as shit, but that's definitely some respectable firepower.
Yes, Commander.
Wait, he can actually shoot at this thing from that distance?
Understood. Moving fast.
Wait, is it just gonna be the tag? No, it's everything! Oh my goodness. Yes, take the shot. Take the shot, AFP.
Target acquired.
Primary target damage, Commander.
This guy.
Yeah, he's out here trying to out-sombrero our riflemen. That's unacceptable.
Here,
Unacceptable.
charging heat and sitting on my hands.
Okay, we might be able to get our battle armor close enough
Affirmative.
to rodeo this clown. So we'll reserve. We already know there's more enemies out there, we just don't have visual on them. Oh my goodness. That came out of the ether.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, give me Karos,
Oh, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
and we can absolutely get close enough to drop the elementals on this donkey. And that's probably our large laser guy. So we'll go ahead and fire the mediums at the target. It's not gonna do much. Then again, maybe I don't drop the battle armor on the target. Maybe I go deeper in still and see what we can do with that. I think we chance it. Because we got our whole lance rolling up on the target, so we should take them out pretty quickly. No, that's what I'm talking about, Jacob. I'm saying, I'm not talking about putting like bigger engines in it or anything. I'm just talking about if all we had was like your 60 core Urbies, but you can put like clan auto cannons and stuff like that on it. Like I want to see how far you can go with that with that company. Like not upgrading the engines, not like putting in XLs for more weight capacity, but that's about it. I'm interested to see how far we could go with something like that. I think we will definitely take shots at this guy. We're not gonna rodeo the target, but I am gonna take some mag shots at him just to remind him that we're here,
Firing on target.
so he doesn't forget that he's in a war zone.
Ready for orders.
And now we got Ost, so we can put some autocannon fire on this guy.
Roger.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Karis. Like, XLs wouldn't really be that helpful, but it's about the only way to get any kind of weight out of them, so it would definitely be a challenge. It would definitely be a challenge. I mean, we have to take a shot at the head if they give us the option. Let's do it. Come on. Come on, Ast. Take this dude out in the first volley. Do it.
Confirmed. Firing.
Well, we did get a headshot, and we did some stability damage. Outstanding. We didn't take him out, but we did get a hit. Alright, let's see. Gravelion's up next. So this will be a good opportunity for us to test out these plasma rifles, and Gravelion should be pretty accurate with them. I was expecting better than 50% accuracy. Let's see if we can do better with precision strike. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 92%. Alright, let's see what 4 plasma rifles does to this donkey. Oh yeah, look at that. 2/3 of his heat bar. He is cooking. He is cooking.
Awaiting orders.
What do you think happens if we max out the heat bar? I don't think I've ever done that with a mech.
As you wish.
I'm kind of interested to see what does happen if we do it.
He's going down.
Of course, as usual, I'm just going to be flinging artillery off into the distance.
Holding firm.
They want to take shots at Karos. I want them to know I can shoot right back.
Commander.
Alright, Sierra. I think this target is probably toast. If not literally, then figuratively. So we will start moving in this direction and try to focus on other targets.
Affirmative.
Can you... Damn, we are not quite close enough. Okay, well, never mind. I guess we're shooting at the glass spider anyway. Swarms. Yeah, let's sand off some of that armor.
Firing a full salvo.
Oh god, they're shooting.
Yeah, for sure, Jonah. Especially if you're in clan space, because when you're in clan space, a lot of clan light mechs use ECM suites, so you can get a lot of them pretty quickly. And it's never a bad investment because the clan ECM suite is only 1 ton, and it gives you a lot of protection. Like, it basically, in addition to, like, making it harder for people to hit you with missiles, it also makes that mech immune to sensor lock. So if you're up against a lot of enemies that are sensor locking you, that just stops it from happening. So it's a very useful tool. Under the right circumstances. I mean, if you've got a ton to spare, it's always a good investment. See, I want to just bypass this guy and go after his support, but the problem is I don't want to turn my back on 3 heavy lasers and 2 ERP PCs. Because that's how you get a mech blown up, is pretending like that doesn't exist. So as much as I don't want to keep shooting at this dude, we kinda need to.
Copy that, Commander.
Because his weapon systems are a little too dangerous to just leave him standing there.
Reporting critical hit.
Are we gonna make the target punch out? So I think we've had that once before.
Go into full throttle.
Alright, let's see how the new baby back heretic does now that it's got PPCs instead of plasma rifles. I mean, that's still pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, as I've said many times before, if you've ever played 40k, then you already know. Don't split fire.
On the move.
Never split fire. Yeah, we'll full alpha, because that's what we do. And there we go. That's target down. I don't even know why we killed him. Oh, pilot incapacitated. We got a lucky headshot. With an AC-10. You love to see it. Who says you need a Gauss rifle to headshot people? That's a good question, Jonah. I'm not sure about base game because it's been so long since I played the base game. I don't actually remember how ECM works in base game. Like, I don't remember if it works like it does in BTA, or if there's, like, differences in how it works. Who's up next? AFP and the Saturday Night Fever.
Copy that.
Alright. Well, we just got the support lance.
Let's make it happen.
I mean, I'm hoping it's 4 units, but so far the salvage on this mission has been rather disappointing.
Standing by. We'll go. Guess I'll vent some heat while I wait.
I was hoping we'd run into some kind of crazy medium or heavy mech, but so far it's been some tuna can that I've never heard of before. And I only see 2 sensor contacts, so I hope, because this is like, we go into the One Skull mission, we end up against a lance with like a rifleman and a black knight and everything else. Oh, Lemur, if you're getting that, or I'm sorry, Ajek, if you're getting that, then like Lemur said, you usually have to refresh the page. That's a Twitch issue. It's not really anything I can do about that. But yeah, like the last mission was a 1 skull mission, and we ended up with some really great salvage. This is like a 2 skull mission, and so far it's not great salvage. Again, RNGesus giveth and he taketh away.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
Alright, Karos, as usual, I'm gonna send you out to find the enemy.
Oh, I don't like going fast. It's scary.
And it's an Epona, okay? But it's not the PPC Epona, so that's better.
I'm gonna press all the buttons and you can't stop me. I can't believe I missed. I also can't believe I'm still alive.
You know, another thing that we haven't seen in a while, and I hadn't even thought about it until now,
Affirmative, Commander.
but we haven't seen any mechs with elementals in a long time. Like, I feel like all of last stream we didn't run into any, and we haven't run into any this stream so far. It's kind of strange. Like, I'm wondering if something has changed in, like, the mission generation or what, because, like, I just feel like the compositions on these missions is so much different than when we first got here to Clan Space. And is this because... I was trying to figure out why this guy was already damaged, and then I remembered that we had flung a random artillery shell over here. Yeah, let's go ahead and fire some swarm. I mean, he's already got a breached center torso. We might get lucky.
Copy that. Reporting critical hit.
I mean, clearly we need to just, like... We just need to go find more duels, because all the best mechs that we've run into all day have been in duels so far. Only problem is, the salvage is terrible on duels.
Moving out.
Like, you only ever get 1 pick and then maybe 6 randoms. Yeah, go ahead and fling another artillery shell in that direction. Let's see what happens.
Mech warriors,
Okay.
show 'em what you
Well, we
got.
took off the other arm. To be honest, with it being a hussar, I'm kind of surprised it's still standing at all. But, no accounting for taste. They can't even blame us. We haven't been in Clan Wolf space for that long, so they can't blame us for not having any units.
Waiting for orders.
Maybe it's just like a downturn in the economy.
All right, let's move.
Alright, Trench Bucket. We'll even go precise strike. Let's see if we can take this hussar off the field. It shouldn't be that difficult. I mean, there's not a whole lot of it left. Yes, we are in fact fighting Clan Wolf. We were going up against Jade Falcon for a little while, but I figured we would change targets for a little bit. Just to mix things up, see if we could find any new mechs. Oh, they're nothing to be afraid of, at least not based on what we've seen so far. Then again, I've also kind of been chicken shit and have not really gone after any more difficult missions. We could definitely be doing harder missions than we are doing. I may bump us up to a 2 skull after we finish off this planet. We will see.
Aye, aye.
Let's see. Yeah, we just gotta keep moving forward. For whatever reason, they don't seem to want to come to us. So we're gonna have to do all the legwork.
Waiting for orders.
Actually, you know what? This is an outstanding opportunity
Do this.
for Game Master to use his side slip ability and just plow through the forest.
Awaiting orders.
Because, man, these trees slow down those tanks. Yeah, well, you say that. I would take on the man. We might not
Ready
win,
for orders.
but I'd take him on. I ain't afraid of no clanner.
Next warriors, show 'em what you got. Standing by.
I mean, maybe I should be.
Sit here and manage.
But the part of my brain that's afraid of things just doesn't work very well.
Copy
Look,
that.
I will admit, I'm old. Can somebody explain that meme to me? I don't understand. Like, I don't get the nah, I'd win. Like, I have seen that everywhere lately, and I just...
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
Like, I don't know what it's from. I don't know what it is. But I am genuinely curious because I've seen it so much in such a short period of time.
You're asking a lot of an old guy.
Alright, here we go.
Orders.
So even though it's probably not a great use of our resources, I'm gonna rodeo this Epona because I really don't feel like dealing with it. So I think I'd rather just mount and swarm it, and then I don't have to deal with it.
On my way. Double time.
Because otherwise, we're gonna have to shoot this thing for like 8 turns before we finally kill it. Whereas I can just drop the elementals on it, and it'll be done in a turn or two. Oh, is that what it's from? Okay. I mean, maybe... If it's from the manga, then maybe that's the problem, because I've only been watching the show. And to be fair, I'm like 3 or 4 weeks behind on episodes. So, yeah, maybe that's the problem. So look, I don't...
Confirm.
I'm not especially fond of Matt Ward, but I feel like he gets a lot of hate that... I'm not gonna say he doesn't deserve it. I'm not gonna...
Quick stepping it.
I'm not gonna go so far as to say that he doesn't deserve the hate that he gets, but I feel like it's a little excessive. Alright, Netter. As always, good to see you. Glad you could stop by. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Thursday. Hopefully you have a good evening, and we will see you next time.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, Mara. You don't normally move once I've got you set up, but let's go ahead and move you just a little bit closer. And we are going to dear grid coordinates in this direction.
Light damage, Commander.
Oh, man, They're on our flank. This is like Chosen Reservoir all over again.
I mean, I'm just saying, I could beat anybody because, like, my balls are so big. I don't know if you know that, but I'm just letting you know. They're so big, I could beat anybody.
Aye, aye.
Because I'm on that Sigma mindset. Am I doing it right? Is that...
On the move.
Uh-oh, what did you find? How big are they? Not this big. Yeah, pretty big. Pretty big. Oh yeah, the Grandpa Tech stuff. Yeah. I've seen that before. That's actually a pretty old video, but I love that shit. Look, please don't do that to me, Jonah. Please. I don't need that. I don't want that. I mean, you do you, but please. Don't do that to me. That's the last thing I need is pictures like that floating around the internet. Oh, is that what that was about? Okay, I got you. I got you.
I'm receiving.
I may have to go rewatch that then, because I don't remember that part.
Confirmed.
An APC, huh? Alright, well, you know what APCs get? The same thing as everyone else. They get the full alpha. And that APC is vertical. That's a little odd. I feel like that's the wrong model. Oh no, it's just stuck in the corpse of the hussar that was standing next to it. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
For just a second there, I thought the model of the APC was a mech that was turned on its side, and I was like, hold up.
Let her rip.
And once again, the APCs are so damn tanky. This is why I hate vehicles.
Standing by.
Because like a mech, okay, we are ready to take on mechs. We can take on mechs and take them down pretty quickly. That's not a problem. You give me a vehicle, we gotta spend 5 turns unloading full alpha after full alpha on these things just to scratch the paint.
Let's see how you like this.
Like, I just hit this dude with 2 clan ERPPCs and still didn't breach the armor. It is ridiculous.
Go, go, go.
Ready,
Yeah,
set
I've
it
seen
off.
that suggested before, Jonah. No, they do take extra damage from melee, but we haven't actually gotten any mechs into range of melee yet, so... Because, you know, we're having to walk 20 kilometers to actually get to the enemy before we can consider trying to melee them.
Putting one in the back.
But yeah, I've seen it suggested, the whole, you know... So-and-so should play so-and-so in BattleTech and all that. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just don't feel like it would fit BattleTech. A Versus is fine, but even, like, for example, somebody had suggested that, like, I should try to get Tex to do a Versus match in BattleTech, and I was like, yeah, I mean, neither of us is really
All an ass.
into competitive games, really. So, like, it would be fun to see what kind of goofy designs we end up throwing at each other, but I don't think... Like, if you're looking for some kind of nail-biter of a match, I don't think that would... You definitely would not get that.
Come on, people. Let's make it happen.
But yes, to answer your question, Lemur, most mechs will do more damage in melee to vehicles, and if I remember correctly, the heavier the mech is, the more damage it will do to vehicles in melee. So like a heavy mech will do significantly more damage than like a light mech. But even Erst in the Disco Inferno can one-time vehicles if he stomps on them.
Confirmed. Attempting physical attack.
There we go, there we go. Do the damage, guys. Do the damage. Outstanding. The structure is exposed, so we should hopefully be able to destroy this thing next turn. And so that just leaves whatever this is. Some unknown mech in the bag. Well, I guess it's not unknown now. Or is that a locust? Is that an urban mech? I can't oh no, it's another hussar. Okay, well, I mean...
God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
That's even more useless.
I'm gonna press all the buttons and you can't stop me.
I mean, we just shot this hussar with 2 regular inner sphere medium lasers and punched through the armor.
Commander?
Let's see. Can we find anywhere to hit this guy? Doesn't look like it. Alright, well, then we'll just move up, I guess. Once again, the AI has done an outstanding job of somehow finding the one place where I can't hit them with anything.
Roger, Skipper. Taking it.
Alright. If all of these hit, this is gonna be the end of the road for this guy. Let's do it. 99% chance to hit? Yeah, this hussar is toast.
10-4.
Yep. Ain't nothing left but green goo on that one. That's a Fallout reference. I'm sorry, there's another enemy out there somewhere? Oh yeah, how about that? Only 60%.
Commander.
But where is it? Oh, god damn it. It's another vehicle. Of course it's another... Why can you not give me things that are easier to kill?
Confirmed.
Why do you continually insist on making me shoot at vehicles in trees that are almost impossible to hit?
Affirmative.
It's like the game's doing this to me on purpose.
No long-range missiles remaining.
Now, you've got plenty of long-range missiles remaining, you just need to use different ones. Oh, I guess this guy has just decided to go for broke. Like, he realizes he's about to die to elementals, so he just says screw it and drives up. You know what? Who do we have left? Do we have anybody that has sensor lock? Because I may do that. I may go ahead and just reserve the artillery, and hopefully we can get a sensor lock on somebody. And,
Roger. Full speed.
if we can get a sensor lock on this guy, we can start dropping artillery on him. Hopefully. Mara, you are going to reserve again. And again. And is anybody else up next? Yeah, alright, we got more mechs up here.
Copy that, Commander.
And there's our visual. Hey look, it's another bandit. It's always another bandit.
Alright.
Well, let's do what damage we can before we drop some sniper artillery on it.
Receiving you. Got it.
I mean, maybe if we do it right, we might get lucky and actually kill it, but I doubt it, because as we discussed previously, the bandit is ridiculously tanky for some stupid reason.
Awaiting orders.
Let's see.
On the move.
hopefully we don't shoot our own people in the back on this. We can precise strike as well. Maybe that'll give us some better accuracy. BattleTech. There we go. Yeah, not by much. I got a feeling we're gonna hit one of our people in the back.
Confirmed.
Oh, no we didn't. Outstanding. Well, now we can shoot with Mara, since we actually have visual on the enemy. And 50% shot isn't great, but artillery doesn't need to be accurate. Oh, mama. Good shit, Mara. Good shit. Direct hit. Got the kill. You love to see it. Thank you for removing that headache from the equation.
Waiting for orders. On the move.
If the battle armor doesn't finish this off, I'm just get with the Saturday Night Fever next turn.
Commander,
So let's see if they get the kill.
moving to position.
Come on, guys. There you go.
No retreat.
I was about to say, you already put a hole in the armor. If you can't stick one of those mag shots in there and pull the trigger, then there's no helping you.
Let's do this. Hope we can salvage that.
That's a lot of bullets. Okay. There you go.
Mission successful.
Another assassination mission where we killed the target before everything else, and then it still took us 20 minutes to finish the rest of it. Is that what assassination missions are gonna be now? Oh, man. Tell you what, Chad, I want to keep streaming, but... oh, my butt is hurting. So I made BRB here in a minute just so I can get up and stretch a little bit. I wouldn't even say a handful of hussars, it was just 2 and a bunch of vehicles. I see you guys now. Hydration incoming. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but water is great. You should always drink more water. Hey, right, we didn't lose money on the ammo. Nobody got hurt, because there wasn't really anything on the field that could hurt us. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot worth salvaging. I mean, we could salvage the glass spider, or try to anyway, but... I mean, I don't want it, but we could still try to salvage it and maybe sell it? I mean, everything else we've already got plenty of. I guess we could take some ERPPCs, we could take some heavy lasers. I mean, I'm just thinking in terms of money. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The glass spider would be... yeah, exactly. If you live in a civilized country, which I am fortunate enough to, that has running water basically for free, water is great. Especially if you're poor. Well, I mean, just for 3 parts on the glass spider, they're estimating that it's 16 million, which obviously we're not going to get that much. But if we could build the whole thing and then turn around and sell it, that would be pretty good. And even if not, 60-ton clan mech parts are going to sell for a decent amount of money. And we got the 4th part. Outstanding. Outstanding. And we got a PPC. I don't want any of that crap. Get rid of this. How many of these do we have? You have 2, so I don't need 3. We have 2 of those, so I don't need 3. We have 12 of these, so I don't need that. I don't need that. Alright. Decent money. Decent money. Tanks are terrifying. They go down easy, but they can do real damage. Listen, BTA, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but I would not describe tanks as going down easy. I'm sorry, those weren't tanks, they were hovercrafts. My mistake. But I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'm not super familiar with the glass spider. I mean, apparently the original design was supposed to have 2 Gauss rifles. This one does not. But it did have some ERPPCs and heavy lasers, which, I mean, I'll build it just so I can collect that equipment. And Darius is complaining because people have experience and I haven't leveled anybody up this stream, so we should probably take a minute to do that. So first, let's head to the mech bay and sell the leftovers that we don't need. Can I scroll down? Thank you, BattleTech. Let me see. We got piranha parts. Locust parts. I mean, really, I want to sell these, but at the same time, I want to keep them because I want to build the mechs and then sell the built mechs. But then again, we could still get plenty of money just from selling the parts. Let's see. Where's the glass spider? That was a 60-ton, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Oh, right. We don't actually have any space. Maybe it's time to put the Jaeger away for a little while? Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Your BattleTech trivia for the day. So yeah, I think we decommission the Jaeger mech for now. We're not gonna get rid of it, but we're gonna break it down and store it for the time being. Because now that we have the rifleman, we're going to be using that. Let's go ahead and ready up the glass spider.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
And then let's see what this goofy thing actually looks like. Yeah, he's trying to out-sombrero our rifleman. That's so damn travesty is what it is. Speaking of, I didn't look at the different Oh. I didn't look at the paint jobs. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm all about asymmetrical paint designs, but I kind of like this one. Kind of looks like a race car. I think we're gonna go with that one. Anyway, glass spider. Why is it white? Oh, that's terrible. So yeah, ERPPCs, heavy lasers, some medium pulses, bunch of heat sinks. Yes, Jonah, we do in fact have, the Black Knight. We actually got this towards the end of last stream. We put a bunch of PPCs on it, and essentially, we're calling it the Diet Awesome. Because it's not quite an awesome, but it's still pretty damn good. Yeah, this is hideous. And I almost want to use it because it's so hideous. Once again, in keeping with the tradition of clan mechs being the ugliest mechs in existence. Yeah, honestly, there's nothing really to write home about here. Nothing that we don't already have. Although, it does have a precision computer in it, which is pretty good. We will get some ferro and a double heatsink kit from it by breaking it down. Could always use more heavy lasers, even though we're not currently using them for anything. Yeah, I think this one is gonna get broken down and sold. I'm not seeing anything that I can't live without. So, good night, sweet prince. I will, in your stead, take 1.5 million sea bills. No, the blood asp is also hideous. Just in a different way. Like, I feel like the appeal of the blood asp is that it looks so unnatural even for a mech. Like, it's so unconventional in its design that I think that's why people are drawn to it. Because it's just not what you expect from BattleTech in terms of designs. It's like a mishmash of 3 or 4 different mechs. But yeah, so with that taken care of, we got a couple more missions left to do. I will tell you what though, as I said before, my butt's starting to hurt, and I do kind of need to use the restroom. So I think what we'll do real quick is take a BRB, not too long, again, just long enough for me to get up and stretch my legs, go to the restroom. Let you guys have a chance to get up, get a snack, get a drink, something like that, and then we'll come back. I want to at least finish out these last 2 missions and then maybe move on to one more planet before we do. We'll see how it goes. Depends on how long these missions run.
5 minutes later.
But yeah, as I was saying, I want to try to get both of these 2 missions knocked out, and then potentially, if it doesn't take too long, we might move to another planet and do 1 or 2 more missions, especially if they're duels, because we know we can run those pretty quickly. But let's see. The General is another assassination mission. You guys keep saying do Titan attack. You keep saying do it, so let's do it. Let's do Titan attack. We're gonna do Titan attack. And we're gonna go mech salvage. So if we do a good job against whatever this assault mech is, if we do a good job, we might actually get to salvage the entire thing. So let's give it a shot. And even though I've been trying to give the rookies some time in the seat, I think, just to maximize our chances of success, I'm going to reorganize our lance and we're going to take out the veterans. Because we're probably going to be dealing not only with an assault mech, but also with some chaff. And I want to be able to take out that chaff as quickly as possible and get them off the field so that we can focus. Wait. Typhoon, why did you almost choke on your chicken? Wait, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Anyway. So we're gonna go with Dervish. So obviously we're gonna bring out the Diet Awesome. We're gonna bring out the Griffin. Of course we're gonna bring out the Cougars. Actually, you know what? Let's drop the artillery and we're gonna bring my man Erst. Because if we want to do this right, we're gonna need a good scout and somebody who can hit and run. And I can't think of anybody in the company better qualified for the job than Erst. Alright, let's see. And then we need to get Rex into the Saturday Night Fever. We need to get Ast into his AC5 Cougar. And then I think we're good on everything else, except always remember to put your battle armor where it goes. There we go. Alright, let's hit it. And it's funny you should be talking about chicken too, Typhoon, because not only is that making me hungry, but I can smell the neighbor downstairs. The lady that I, like on the last stream, I had to help her move her friggin' table. She is very clearly making fried chicken right now, and I can smell it, and it is making me very, very hungry. That's okay. I will endure. I will endure. And then when this is over, I'm going to go, and I'm not even going to make my own food. I'm going to go somewhere, and I'm going to get some fried chicken. And I probably shouldn't be spending money on fast food. But goddamn it. I want some fried chicken, and I don't have any chicken. So the only way for me to get fried chicken right now is to go somewhere that makes fried chicken. I do like how Darius is talking about this as if there's no way that 7 mechs, 4 vehicles, and 2 squads of battle armor could ever handle a single assault mech. I'm like, my dude, it's 1 mech. I don't give a shit what it's made out of. That much firepower concentrated on a single target will be fine. So I'm trusting you, chat. I am trusting you. If we don't get an assault mech, I'm gonna be very disappointed. I don't even care what kind it is. Well, I say that. There are some really crappy assault mechs. I don't care if it's broken. We can fix it. Unless you mean broken as in the game isn't working properly, in which case I don't have any control over that. Alright, let's see. Two assault mechs. Well. Alright, things got more interesting. Oh, lovely. Yeah, the usual joint about we have people, we just need them to get to the thing, and then the turrets will be online. We've actually played this map before. We played this map in like our first or second stream. This was one of our defend missions maps, and we had people that were stuck back before I knew that you could use careful movement to get yourself unstuck. But yeah, let's see what we're up against, I guess. So we will brace this battle armor and we will reserve up the other battle armor that's on the VTOL. Because I might do something really dumb and some people might die as a result. Oh, there's the assault, guys. It's a Locust 2C. Everybody shit your pants. It's a Locust 2C, everybody. Alright. Can I back out of the menu? There we go. Reserve. Okay, turrets are online. Outstanding. Unless it's hard-coded, I don't know why they keep that mechanic in. It might just be hard-coded. I keep hearing beeps, but I don't, are they coming from behind us or something? I only see the 3 blips. So that's a 30-tonner. The Locust is even lighter, and then we have Unknown Mech. And we know, according to the mission description, there should be at least 2 assault mechs out there. Karos, I apologize in advance if you die. But I need some visual intel. And you did not get me the visual intel that I needed. Alright, maybe we got somebody that's close enough that can get a sensor lock. If the enemy will figure out what they're doing so that I can actually take a turn. So let's go ahead and brace up the battle armor again, since we are not, in fact, going to get to grips with the enemy. Ost, you actually have a sensor lock. Can you use it from here? You cannot. You are just outside range. Alright. Then, if I move you... Well, I don't think there's a way down from here, is there? Yeah, because you can't squeeze through this. So you have to go the long way around. Well, that is unfortunate. Can you give me a sensor lock? You cannot. Butt cheeks. Then I guess we will sensor lock this Locust instead. Let's see. Next up is Erst, who is gonna be our scout. I'm just hoping he doesn't get one of the assaults, or even both of the assaults, dropped rugged on his head. Yeah, that's impressive, Erst. Most of the time they freak out when you blow everything up. We found that one out the hard way. Which again, it's like, why are you so concerned about collateral damage in a war zone? That's not how these things work. You can't tell me, go blow these guys up and then say, but be careful how you do it. Oh, Royal Hermes. Royal Hermes, guys. Royal Hermes. I assume they're going to be in the second wave, because what we're looking at right now ain't really scaring me. Alright, well, you don't have any evasion, so you're about to have a whole bunch of missiles up the tailpipe. Enjoy! I mean, I'm genuinely surprised that the Hermes stood up for that much damage. Alright. Mara, you don't even need to move. Just take your shot. And it's a direct hit. And there's the structure exposed. Alright. We already know Devious is an outstanding sniper in the Griffin. Unfortunately, we're going to have to move here before we can jump. So we'll just have to fling some LRMs in that direction for now. Maybe we get a lucky hit, but probably not. And now for the discount awesome. Or I'm sorry, the diet awesome. Diet awesome, sorry. Unfortunately, we can't really get anywhere useful. So probably do the same thing. We'll just move up here and then I'll jump over. Like, this little crag, I understand why it's here, but it's very, very annoying as the defender. Actually, because we have the probe, we don't have to, because we can see. It's a firefly! It's a firefly, chat. However, are we going to defend the base against odds like this? What can we possibly do? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I feel like Merrick is overreacting a little bit here. It's now it's not, I mean, it depends on your definition of good. Like, it's good because it's not a threat, but it's not good because I came here to get good salvage, and so far, it does not look like that's what we're gonna be getting. Yeah, wouldn't that be the dick move? Is wait for the reinforcements to get here, wait for the assault mechs to show up, be like, well, we defended the base, technically, see ya. Which, speaking of, if any of you have watched today's video from Tex on his Van Zant playthrough, I was genuinely surprised. Like, he ran into the same mercenary outfit 2 missions in a row, and they gave him the option to pay them off on both missions, and he was just like, yeah, sure. And it was like 4,000 C-bills. I'm like, they wanted 1,000,000 C-bills when they offered me the chance to buy them out. What the hell was he doing? Oh, can we actually melee? We can actually melee. Well, I mean, come on. This is Erst we're talking about. Of course we're gonna charge the Locust and shoulder charge the bastard, right? And once again, not only does he shoulder check this donkey, but fucking kills him in one go. Like, again. If Game Master has the reputation for making the 1 in a million shot, Ernst is starting to get the reputation as the dude who just fucking swings for the fences. And either he's gonna completely miss or he's gonna rip your jaw off. So yeah, it's we definitely have some people that are building up reputations in this company for certain behaviors. I mean, I hope it was worth it, dude, because you just died to give everybody that sensor ping. I mean, you're not dead yet. But you will be. Yeah, I mean, he pinged half the stuff on the map, but again, this is like the uranium thing. When the guy's like, yeah, the Wikipedia page says that plutonium has a metallic taste. Somebody died to give us that information. Like, yeah, this Hermes just died to give us a sensor ping to all of his friends. And not only is he gonna die, he's gonna die to the bug zapper and its 4 plasma rifles. So, yeah. I hope it was worth it, Hermes pilot. I do truly hope it was worth it. I'm sure that Clan Wolf will tell your now orphaned children that you totally contributed to the victory that you're not gonna get. Oh wait, you're a clanner. You don't get to have children. And Sierra! Welcome back. Good to see you. You managed to catch us in the middle of what will hopefully be our very first run-in with an assault mech. At least according to what chat is telling me. I mean, if I'm being perfectly honest, I still think chat's lying. But everybody gets one. And once again, in typical clan fashion, these light mechs are somehow standing up to punishment that I did not think was possible. Mara, let's get you a little farther into the base for when the next wave shows up, but we're not going to fire and potentially damage Erst. I'll go ahead and put the tanks in here as well, so that we've got a decent defensive perimeter, since the tanks and the ballista have turrets, so they'll be able to fire no matter what direction they're pointing. No, Karos, you actually get less passes as Capellan. You get 0, and then you have to earn the 1. Well, there's not really that many targets on the field, but let's just go ahead and hop over this ravine so that we're actually on the correct side of the base for a change. And same deal with Rex. Again, we're kind of positioning for the reinforcements, because I don't think it's going to take much to finish off this Firefly. Battle armor, yeah. And you're going to what? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna shoot it at Chaparral. Okay, well, I mean... Wow, you actually did some decent chunk damage on that guy. Hopefully, it was a good tribute for the final thing you will ever do in this mech. You did, in fact, miss some decent loot. You missed... what did we get last turn? Or last mission? It was, or the mission before, I'm sorry. It was the rifleman, right? Or were you here for that, Seer? I don't remember. But we did get the Rifleman 2C, we put the plasma rifles in it, and then we haven't really gotten any decent salvage since then. We got a glass spider, but we ended up just selling it. Oh, right, I did it again. Chat. Remember, you cannot melee and precise strike in the same turn. So we give him the kick, we give him the full alpha. And it's in the rear armor, so this dude's probably toast. He is not, in fact, toast. This is the most durable Firefly I have ever seen. And I desperately want to kill this thing quickly because they do have this Chaparral, and I don't want him to fire a freaking Arrow 4 with Earth standing right next to it and then end up blowing my man up. So, like, I'm desperately trying to take this thing out before the artillery can screw us. Alright, there we go. So that's pretty much it. There are no more enemies on the field, we just have to wait until the reinforcements show up. So we'll reserve to 1, and then we'll finish out the turn as many times as we need to. I guess I should probably bring in Erst next turn. Just so he's not way out there by himself, because I don't want anybody to drop on his head. So yeah, we need to get Erst and Ost out of there. Well, maybe not. Alright. An executioner. Alright. 95 tons? Look at that missile rack. Like, that missile rack is almost bigger than his chest. Look at that. Alright, that's 1. Where's our other guy? Well, we don't have visual on him, but we know he's also a 95. Nice rack. Well, I assume you're talking about the executioner, in which case you are correct, Cybergrin. And if you're talking about me, then you are also correct. You say we have as if we've already gotten it. We have not. I also want to know what the other 95 tonner is. And let's see, I think we reserve down to 1 and just see what happens. Because they're all going to be very, very slow anyway. Ah, looks like another executioner. Okay, well that's actually good for us. Because that means as long as we do well and we're careful, we should be able to get an executioner out of this. As long as we don't just completely obliterate these mechs. I mean, if we can get at least 2 parts from each one, we're getting 4 picks. Then again, we have to hope that these Merrick goofballs don't completely obliterate the mechs too. I'd like to get them both, but I just don't see that happening. If we can get 1, that's our first assault. Okay, so we are now officially reserved down to 1. Unfortunately, both of the executioners have not taken their turn yet. But what we can do is try to get in the vicinity with our battle armor, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that the first turn, which is okay. We still have to wait and see what they're going to do. Let's just go ahead and give him the medium lasers, even though he's got 8 evasion. Like, it's gonna force them to go after me, so I'm gonna go and then they're gonna go. I'm trying to force them to move by using the people on our team that I'm not really gonna do anything with this turn anyway. And then that way, they won't have as much evasion and... Oh. It sounds like our boy just made a mistake. Yeah, our boy just made a huge mistake. He overheated himself and took out 60% of his own weapon systems. Chat. Chat, what is this? Okay, well, I mean, if you're gonna give it to me, I can't say no. Let me see if I can find a shot that's not obstructed. I mean, no unobstructed shot, but this one's not bad, so we're just gonna do this. And, I guess I'm gonna take a precise shot and see if we can get lucky with a headshot on this guy. What do you say? Maybe we get lucky. He's shut down. He's about to fall over. I've got elevation on him. He has no evasion. I mean... yeah. And there you go. 3 salvageable parts, so we are basically guaranteed an executioner on this mission. Because no matter how badly we destroy the other one, we're gonna get at least 1 part. So yeah, there you go. We just got an executioner. One way or another. I am not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Once again, that is about the best scenario that we could have asked for. I don't know why they're so hot when they haven't hardly done anything. It's really weird, but again, I'm not gonna complain. Screw it, take the shot. Rex, if anybody was ever gonna get a headshot with 12 lasers... we did not get the headshot. Unfortunate. But, I mean, I'm gonna keep trying to take as many headshots as I can. Oh, is that what it was? Hey, BattleTech? Okay, there we go. It was having a little brain fart there for a second. Alright, where did we expose the structure? In the side torso? Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah? I mean, I want my man Ersts, but I don't think he's gonna make it before the battle's over. What? Excuse me? What is going on with the movement right now? And Sierra, once again, with more gift subs, this time for Miguel Monte. Miguel, welcome to the Cult of Bad Tactical Decisions, and welcome to the stream, since it looks like you just got here recently. And of course, as always, Sierra, thank you so much for the generosity. You do not have to do that, but it means a lot to me, and I absolutely appreciate it when you do. So thank you very, very much for the gifted sub. Has seen Devious. Who? You know what? If anybody was going to be able to make a headshot, it would be our mans. It would be our mans. Game Master, please live up to your reputation. He did not. He did not. Or maybe, I don't know, that might have been the ammo explosion. And it might have been a headshot. I'm not sure which. But again, we only need one part off of this guy. It doesn't matter. We're gonna get an executioner either way. Now that should, I was gonna say, that should knock him down. His stability was critical. So he's down to 2 health, and he's stressed. If we can get more than 4 parts off of this guy, though, I definitely want to, so I'm gonna try not to just outright destroy him. Because even if we can't build another executioner, I would love to get my hands on another part, because it's probably gonna be worth a lot of money. So let's see. I will go with the Swarm because they don't do as much direct damage. Let's see if we can spread that damage out. Oh, I didn't think of that. Because he's on the ground, we've got free hits. Okay, then here's what we'll do instead. I'm gonna turn off the LRM-20s. And we'll see if we can dead fire him. Actually, you know what? They're not as accurate, are they? Let's just do this. Let's do this. We'll see if we get lucky. And we destroyed the engine, which gives us 3 salvageable parts. Out fucking standing. Alright, so that is 6 total parts available for the Executioner. Again, we get 4 picks, so we're guaranteed to be able to build one. The trick is going to be whether we can get the other 2 parts. Yeah, Ajax, though, I was trying to fire the dumbfire and then the swarms, which have different range brackets, but the regular LRMs were able to hit. I do. You know, like the saying goes, a broken clock is right twice a day. I do occasionally make some good tactical decisions. Oh, don't worry. We're still in the cult, but we're talking about assault mechs here. We're talking about the very first assault mech that we have ever seen and that we have ever been able to put our hands on. So if we're going to talk about heresy, think about all the heresy that we're going to be able to commit with a 95-ton clan mech. That's what I was thinking about. I wasn't thinking about the tactics. I was thinking about the salvage. So I'll take 2 of each. And I mean, there's a bunch of other stuff on the field here. Again, statistically, we're not very likely to get any more parts for the Executioner. But if we're just talking about ifs and buts, I would love to get that 380 core if we could. Heavy small lasers would be great, because then I would immediately start updating the Disco Inferno with those. There's definitely some more good salvage out here, but let's see what we get. We already know we're going to build an Executioner, no matter what. And they gave us 1 more part, so that's good. Like I said, that'll be worth some money. They also gave us a bunch of other mech parts, which is outstanding. We did not, unfortunately, we did not get the heavy lasers, the heavy smalls, which is disappointing. But that's okay. Yeah, ER smalls are good. I think that's what we've got in the Disco Inferno right now. Can we? Do we have enough parts for Hermes? We'll check it out. If so, good. Because I would be more than happy to build a Hermes and then sell it. Yeah, Diet Awesome. That is our joke because it has 3 PPCs like an Awesome. It's just thinner, a little faster, It's not quite an awesome, but it will do. As a matter of fact, I think the Black Might is it's a 75 tonner, so that literally puts it 5 tons under the awesome in terms of weight. So it really is just a diet awesome. So I got a question for you guys, especially if you watched Tex's video today, the one that he just released today. Because I saw it, and I know this is completely random, like it has nothing to do with what we were just talking about, but it just popped into my head. So when he was in the mech bay, he went to strip equipment off of his mech in the mech bay. And he hit the strip equipment button, but it didn't take everything off the mech, it just removed the weapons. But when I hit the strip equipment button, it takes everything out, including the engine core. My question is there like a special button that I need to hit when I hit strip equipment that like only removes the weapons? Okay, see, that's what I thought, Ajax. Like, I figured there was a button that I needed to hit, but I don't know what that button is. So can one of you guys figure that out for me? I mean, I can Google it, but I mean, I'm streaming and you're not. So if somebody can Google that, that would be very, very helpful for me. Stripping mechs, yes, and occasionally stripping mech pilots. But I wouldn't know because I've never done that before. Not even once, especially when I was poor. I mean, when those mechs start showing off their internal structure, let me tell you, really gets me going. Speaking of mechs, well, first thing we gotta do is we can't build the executioner just yet because we've only got one open slot in the mech bay. So we need to build that Hermes first so that we can sell it. Again, it looks like a toy. It really does look like a toy. Alright, what are we getting out of this? So we're getting some mask, we're getting a 270 core, that's actually pretty good. We're getting a double heat sink and some ferro, that's about it. So nothing great, but I'm not gonna turn my nose up at an XL and a 270. That's not too bad. Especially for a freaking Hermes of all things. A 30-ton mech with a 270 core, it's actually kind of impressive. Shift strip equipment, okay. I'll try them both. Let's see. We'll use the Hermes as a test. So I'm gonna hold shift and hit the button. And that took everything. Alright, so let's revert. Now I'll hold control. Aha! Control is the button. Removes all the weapons, leaves everything else. Very convenient. Good to know. Good to know. Today we all learned, chat. Alright, now let's go sell that thing, because I don't want it, and I don't need it, and I'll never use it. So, goodbye. 750k for a 30-ton mech is nothing to sneeze at. I don't think we have anything else that we can build up based on what's in the hold, because we've just been getting random salvage here for the last little bit. Yeah, not a whole lot here. I wish that we could combine the Wolverine and the Wolverine 2C parts. That would be great, but it's not going to let us do that. Alright, so let's say we build an executioner then. Oh shit, you're right, Miguel. I forgot about that. I have seen him do that before. Huh. Alright, alright, alright. Wait, so if I do it here, in the mech bay, in storage, and like, I don't want this part. Only works on non-mech parts. What? I am so confused. Like I'm holding the button, it doesn't do anything. If I hit this button, yeah, it's gonna ask me for confirmation. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know. Nah, I don't want to do anything that I don't mean to do. This is the Alt F4 thing. Delete System 32 folder. That'll fix your problem. Oh, yeah, I definitely don't want to do that. Anyway, let's build an executioner. Wait a minute. So this one has 9, this one has 9. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that whatever version we were building was not going to have more or less hard points. All right. I mean, it's funny because they talk about how it's often used by Clan Ghost Bear, and when I look at the Executioner, I'm like, yeah, this looks like a Ghost Bear mech. Like, when I see this mech, I'm like, yeah, that's Ghost Bear. Alright, we got the stripes. Oh, look at that, we got all the goofy checks, and okay, alright, I see you. And then we got the bones, of course. We got stars everywhere. Flames everywhere. Alright, I think I know which one we're going with. We're gonna go with this one. Because it kind of matches what we're already doing with the company, so. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna go with the Harlequin. I like it. There you go. Checkers and stripes everywhere. So, chat, holy shit, our first assault mech. This is like a momentous occasion. Unfortunately, it's a clan mech, so our ability to commit massive levels of heresy is going to be a little bit limited. Because again, we can't change the engine, we can't take out the E-cooling or the XL or any of that. But what it does give us is a whole lot of flexibility in our weapons. So let's see. Got some clan heavy lasers. I'm not terribly keen on a bunch of ATMs. Unless they have money in them, but these do not appear to. So then if we max out the armor, we're dealing with 71.5 tons out of 95. So roughly 15 tons, 14 tons. I would love to put an Ultra AC-20 in this thing, but we don't actually have one. Look, I'm not good at math, Ajax, okay? It's in the neighborhood. It's in the neighborhood. I mean, maybe we put the Rack 5 in this thing, although it does seem like kind of a waste to put a Rack 5 on this assault mech. I mean, I wish we had a Gauss. We don't, though. I mean, we have the rotary Gauss. Oh, buddy, we could put artillery in it. We could put artillery in this thing. I always forget that about Omnimex. You can put artillery in them. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Alright, hold on. Hold on. First off, can we put the actuator? No, you cannot install the actuator on this arm. Alright. Alright. Hold up. This is gonna be 0 days. Nah. Okay. Hear me out, chat. We have 10 million C-bills. We have a brand new assault mech. In the command center, we have one more mission to complete. So here's my proposal. We leave the executioner alone for now. Finish up this last mission. And then, because we're going to have to move anyway, we're going to have to go somewhere else. To close out the stream, we take a trip to either Twycross or Ark Royal, one of the clan markets. We see what we can buy, and then we do some Mechloud heresy for the executioner. What do you think?